to Seven Trumpets Prepper, and in this video today, guys, I'm going to share with you a lot of resources as far as YouTube goes and as far as Facebook goes, things to help you prep, things as far as physical and spiritual prepping goes, everything from alternative energy to security to tiny house living to medical preps to all sorts of resources. I'm going to try to go over this here because I've promised people over time that I would send a shout out to them, and not only that, but it's good information too. So at that point in time now, if you go to my channel and you go right here to other great channels, I'm going to go down this list right here real quickly today, and I don't know how long this video will run, but just bear with me because each of these are great resources. First off is Loud Cry Ministries. Now, I don't need to say much more on that other than it's the ministry that I helped to found, and that we strive to share the Creator's appointed times of worship, biblical prophecy. I mean, everything that you want to know about the last days, we're trying to make that a resource hub for that. Okay, so there's videos for that over on the ministry YouTube as well. Just a heads up, at the current time I'm filming this, we're redoing the Creator's calendar to have more content into it. So that will be re-uploaded here in probably a couple months, so just a heads up on that. This one right here, World's Last Chance, has an immense resource of videos about the last days, the Creator's appointed times of worship, biblical prophecy, you name it. Just amazing resource. So right there is two great resources for looking at scriptural things for the last days. This one right here, my son, I'm just going to throw him a shout out real quick. My son, this is Jonathan's Creations. He's going to start doing, I think, those Minecraft video things finally. I helped him get the channel going a long time ago, so he likes to do that. It's like the virtual Lego block thing or something, so that's his channel. Anyway, moving on. This is Eastern Tennessee Preppers. Now, they don't really have videos up, but if you go to that YouTube channel, I believe that Kevin has a link from that to Eastern Tennessee Preppers on the meetup.com, because that is a great meetup group. That is the first prepping group that I was ever a member of, and still a member of. And the meetup group, they have a lot of great things posted up on there if you want to check that out. It's my brother Brian May right here. I love this guy like a brother. He's got a lot of alternative energy stuff when it comes to batteries, wind power, things like that. Brian is working on a solar install racking on his roof right now, and I don't know when he'll be doing some more videos on that, because they got winter going on right now at the current time I'm filming this video. So that'll probably be a project I'd look for on his channel come spring. Missouri Wind and Solar, an outstanding alternative energy producer, manufacturer. Jeff has tons of videos educating people on wind power. Been a subscriber to him for a long time, and I totally encourage you to watch his content because, like I said, the things he shows, very educational. Okay, moving forward, Hurricane Wind Power. A very good friend of mine, Tony Jones. He has an amazing wind turbine company. He's won an award, gosh, 2 or 3 times now in Roanoke City alone, for being such an amazing business. He sells wind and solar power. He's got a channel on YouTube here that shows you all sorts of educational things about wind power. How to do your own alternative energy. So those two resources right there, you can learn. I'll go as far to say is the bread and butter of alternative energy. If you go to either one of those channels right there, you can get a very good grasp and foundation on how to do alternative energy. And I'm not just saying that because I know these guys. I'm just saying that because if you watch their content, it's very good stuff. All right, moving on here. Now, Shepherd School, let me just tell you, David has got a great channel there. He's got when I went and visited with him here recent, and me and him filmed together, I think he told me he was working on that spot welder build is what he's working on, and I haven't checked his channel here in the past week or so, but I know that was a project he was working on, so you definitely can find a lot of great things that he's doing on his channel. And I really liked his geodome build that he done on Doomsday Preppers. Good stuff. Now this one right here, Engineer 775, Scott Hunt. Scott has tons and tons of great content when it comes to water, solar, I mean, you name it. He's like me. He's all across the board on projects, wood gasification. I mean, he's a tinkerer. Now, I respect Scott immensely in the alternative energy field. I respect him for his faith. Now, why I'm very plain about this is that, you know, I love everybody equally, but, you know, Scott, he strongly supports pre-tribulation rapture. I support the post-tribulation doctrine. I want that to be very plain laid out there, because although I endorse his channel, that's the only point I don't agree with the man on. You know, as brother in faith, still love him, and that is a great channel for educational builds and stuff. Scott's got a lot of great content. I encourage you to check it out. Moving forward, David Kobler, Southern Prepper 1, man, he's got so many videos. David just does all sorts of stuff across the board. One of the greatest things I like to watch David's on is like security things. He does like scenario videos too. He's one of the first prepping channels I watched a long time ago before I made the leap to do a Bible-based prepping channel. That between him and David Sardi is really the two that kind of motivated me over the edge to take things and go forward in a biblical-based way of doing a prepping channel. So I encourage you to check him out. He's one of the oldest running YouTube shows as far as prepping goes. Alright, moving on. Alex Jones. I watch Alex Jones' show because it's got all sorts of news media about what's going on. Alex hammers the New World Order all the time, throws down on it. I mean, he just tells it like it is, so great resource. Check it out. Hoss Tools, man, these guys, Mr. Key has got a great channel. I respect him because he's a farmer, gardener, great information over there to watch. That wheel, if you've not seen the video I done on the wheel hoe, you definitely need to watch that. I'll put a link to the video right there. I think that piece of equipment is great. I'm going to have to get some more attachments come this spring. Because once we get out there on the new property for our fellowship, I'm definitely going to do a lot of outdoor gardening with hand tools, try to get back the old paths more, and so that'll be fun to put that to use. Alright, Herbal Prepper. I respect the heck out of Courtney. She's got great content on her channel. She loves the Most High. If you want to know things about herbs and natural gardening, things like that, she's got a lot of great content. You know, everybody has I feel like everybody has a specialty when it comes to prepping. You know, everybody has something that helps them shine. I think you know, when it comes to herbs and things like that, she knows that in and out. And, you know, where my thing's alternative energy and farming. So anyway, that is a great channel. Check out. Wrangle Star. Now, this is more of homesteading. It's not a prepping channel. It's a homesteading channel. And now, if you go there and watch this channel, you're going to learn so many things about living off the grid, you know, as far as, I mean, literally, if you look up the dictionary homesteading, and then you go watch this channel, that should be a flow over of exactly what it says. Great channel, been around a long time, totally endorse it. You know, I might say that me and him don't exactly agree on a couple things, but for the most part, he's got his head in the game, where every man should be. David Sardi. You know, David is somebody I've known for quite some time. David, his specialty in my book is ham radio. The setup he has in his truck's just epic. It's just so great that it's mobile like that. I'm not very good with ham radio. I have my license. I don't do videos on this channel because I really don't want to talk about something I'm not really that comfortable with myself. If I was real comfortable with it, I'd be glad to share a bunch of info. David is very comfortable with it, and he knows what he's talking about. He knows how to use it. Totally encourage you to check out his channel, especially when it comes to the ham radio. He's got that all knocked out of the park. Iraq Veteran 8888. I got a show on Destination America. Pretty good stuff. I love watching his channel because whenever I have a stressful day, I just go over to his channel and watch him blow up something. Shoot some guns. Just it's very relaxing, and I just have fun watching them do goofy stuff, and kind of motivates me. I'm thinking I need to do something destructive on the channel one day just for fun, because we're all the time doing something constructive. Maybe it would be fun to do something destructive. Anyway, great channel. Check it out for everybody that's a gun fan. Definitely Second Amendment is well and alive over there. And moving on, we got living big in a tiny house. This is great for people that are for the tiny house movement. Sorry, the great channel, great content, very educational. Pastor Dale. Now, I love Pastor Dale. I'll tell you what, man. I love the fire that is in his heart for the Most High. He just absolutely raises hell on the New World Order and all the bullcrap that's going on in this world. It just breaks my heart to death that, you know, he is a Hebrew and that he loves the Most High as much as he does. He just don't keep the Creator's calendar. That's the only thing that, you know, I differ with Pastor Dale on, is that, you know, they do the Saturday Sabbath thing, and that just, it breaks my heart to death. But other than that, you know, I respect the heck out of that man, and a great content all the time. He's just totally random. That's another thing I enjoy, just totally random. Something comes off the top of his head and he just says it. Gil, you know, I'm an astronomer, and I spend a lot of time studying biblical astronomy too, and Gil and me are on the same page on a lot of stuff when it comes to astronomy. He's an independent researcher, and you know, the only thing that I differ with Gil on is that how me and him believe that the moon was created. You know, he has a different theory on that, but you know, other than that, Gil's got some great information when it comes to Planet 7X. You know, I don't really speak on that on the channel. I'm going to do a video one day about my thoughts on that, kind of where I stand, but you know, you can either agree or disagree with him. He has the presentations laid out there. You can look at the information here in a couple years. We'll know if that's the case. Then you'll know for sure. Anyway, interesting channel. I like what he has to present for the most part. Deke, man, he's got his new TV show on HDTV. You can check him out at relaxshacks.com. I love watching his tiny house videos, man. It's one of this probably right here. This channel right here is probably one of the channels that motivated me to go tiny. You know, and get the whole tiny house thing cooking on my end. Great channel. Outstanding. Just watch it. Skinny Medic. I don't watch a lot of these medical prep channels because I just don't like the genre about how that some people go about it. I think this channel, if you want to know some medical stuff for prepping, just cross the line. Respectable stuff, and you know, that for medical, there you go. Scooch, man, he's got all sorts of shooting stuff. I mean, like, this is the ridiculously awesome, you know, gun review stuff all the time, man. I don't know the right way to put the label on this. It's just all sorts of shoot 'em up, tactical review, prepping too. Just great channel on that. Texas Prepper. Here's a fellow farmer. You know, he's got a great video on building you a hoop greenhouse with metal wire stuff. That's one of my favorite videos of his. He shows a lot of different things on the channel as far as just homestead goes, farming and things like that. Like it a lot. Tiny House Talk. If you want to go to Tiny House Listings, it's a great website to go along with this, because a lot of the videos that are shared on Tiny House Talk, you can go right there and see it on Tiny House Listings when people list their tiny houses, and just great content as far as the tiny house movement goes. John and Carolyn at Zip Tie Domes. Respect these people, love them to death as fellow believers in the Most High and just good friends. They do an amazing job building zip tie domes. Great prep to have on your farm. It's a portable structure, so you don't have to sweat the whole tax man thing coming to tax you to death if you got unrestricted land. So that's a good option right there, and a lot of content on there how to do things with your domes. Signs of Thy Coming. Alright, let me tell you about this right here. This channel has all sorts of breaking news in a biblical perspective that puts the scripture with what's going on out there in the world, and lots of content on there. I watch that whenever I get a chance. I'm all the time on the go, people. And I try to watch that whenever I get a good chance to, because they are all over it. I mean, like, I could do one video about a topic, and by the time I got that one video out, there's probably 5 of theirs posted up. So just good stuff. Signs of Thy Coming. Survival, news in 2 minutes, full spectrum survival. They just blow the news away. I mean, it's like, you watch the news on TV and it's nothing but like bull crap. The whole 50-something minutes it's on, and then there's actually something positive or at least productive knowledge the other few minutes. Well, they cut all that out, and they've just got the 2 minutes of what's positive and informative. And if it's not positive, informative, and it's bad things going on in the world, at least you know what is important that's going on in the world. So there you go. That's the good thing about that channel right there. Now, I want to go to a few Facebook pages here that are good resources as well. Do-it-yourself, off-grid living and survival. My good friend Brother May and Stephen Downer and there's one other gentleman I believe that got this started, and forgive me for not mentioning your name. They have a great Facebook page put together. I'm already enjoying all the educational content on this. And those container homes, by the way, not to get off subject, but I'm really enjoying how people's doing the container homes nowadays. There's this video of a family that done one in the redwood forest, just mind-blowing, awesome. It was just really neat. But anyway, on here, there's all sorts of content about just things you can do on a budget. Do it yourself, create things. A lot of the stuff I do on the YouTube, it's along the same lines of that. So just really good content there. Now, for essential oils, this is my own personal Facebook page for my wife, and it's Essential Oils of Healing. And it's a great resource that my wife constantly keeps updated about essential oils. This is some work right now that doTERRA is doing to help out in Jamaica and help the people there, co-impact sourcing. And it's just great because it's helping people help their own lives, and then the oil that's produced from that's helping other people's lives as well. So just great what doTERRA is doing out there. And you got questions about using the oils, please hit us up. My wife, she'll be more than happy to answer the questions, and I will too. I'm always glad to see people's lives getting better because, ladies and gentlemen, without your health, you have really nothing. Okay, your health should be under salvation, your next important prep, because if you don't have your health, you can't take care of yourself, let alone everybody else, alright? Okay, so moving on. Tiny house products. I commend my wife for this when she found this. This thing on Facebook has got all sorts of links and the products and things that you need to purchase for your tiny home. It's got it all in just one clump, so you can go through and find the things you need, and just super useful for people going to the tiny life. And excuse me, that's where I've been visiting quite often lately, because I'm trying to resource all the parts, because I've got one structure that I'm going to be flipping this year for a tiny house, and then I've got one that I'm building, so I've got a lot of work to put into the tiny house this year. Okay, this next one is Lunar Sabbaths, and this right here is a great Facebook group that people share about the Creator's lunisolar biblical calendar, and I've enjoyed it over the years. I've met fellow believers that has been making the effort to get back to the old paths. Just great information shared here, and it's been well regulated so that there ain't people coming up in there and hating on one another and all that. I really like that one. And the last Facebook group that, if you use Facebook, that I encourage you to check out, is Aircraft, Tanks, Bug Out Gear, Real Estate, and 4x4s and etc. for barter or sale. Yes, I know that's an exceedingly long Facebook name for a group, but I've got these links in the video description below. They'll all be in the video description. For example, this is one of the things currently being sold on there. I would love to buy this today. I don't have $12,000, but it's a cut down deuce and a half. And it's got the M1, I'm trying to think, it's 113 bed or whatever. What they do is they take the pull behind beds and they cut down the deuce, and then they put that bed, the trailer bed, on it, and you end up with a custom rig, and it's just awesome. I want one of those things. And see, if I had that, I could pull my tiny house with it, see? So anyway, that should conclude all the resources that I know and would endorse and constantly resource myself. And I hope those are a help to you. You can always learn something new. I don't know it all. I won't ever profess to know it all. None of these guys do either. But, you know, as a collective, you can take a lot of knowledge from this for free to help better your life and get prepped for the days that are ahead. And so with that said, until we see you again here at Seven Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed day in Yahushua's name.